Hey guys, what's up? It's munclesonkey, and welcome to the next episode of the Road to 1 Billion Slayer tab. So, we're not actually that far away from the 1 Billion Slayer tab. Probably a little over halfway still to go, but you know, making some good progress. All the Calfight King that I've done during Slayer tasks has definitely helped out a ton, including a lot of Dragor splits that have been obtained. So, before we get into the tab, of course, as per usual from now on, I'm going to be showing you guys screenshots of all the decent drops that I got, other than the Dragors, of course, because if you want to see the Dragor drops, well, watch my Road to All Dragors from Calfight King series, and they're all in there, but just remember that, yeah, I won't have any shots of my Dragors that I got, but everything else should be there. So I did achieve a pretty major milestone right before this episode, and I'll definitely be showing you that as well. So before I get into showing you guys the drops, I just wanted to show you this really quick, which is a quick little clip of me getting 50 mil Slayer, so you'll see that in just a second. So yeah, I did a ton of Slayer. I actually managed to get 1,000,000 Slayer XP in a day, and that's because, well, the main reason is because I did an entire Slayer task, Calfight King, and I got almost all the XP drops, so that really helped a lot. But yeah, I just did a few tasks before that and ended up getting a mil Slayer in the day, and the very next day I got 50 million Slayer XP, so I was pretty happy about that. 50 mil takes quite a while, of course, but I'm still only 1/4 of the way there, so we still have a long ways to go. Okay, so the previous Slayer XP from the last episode, I was at 45 million, and now I am at 50 million. So the previous tab net worth was 256 million at the end of last episode, and I can say it did go up quite a bit. One thing to remember though is a lot of items right now are crashing, so the tab might not be going up as much as I really think it is, just because even though I did get a lot of drops and I made a lot of progress, it might not go up a whole lot just because everything's crashing right now. But without further ado, let's get into some of these drops. So the first one was a Triskelion piece from Abbey Demons, so that's kind of nice. Next one was 2 keystones, and that was during one task. I got 2 keystones. The reason why they're all cut off like this is because Gaiazo is broken and won't let me screenshot the whole screen, so just so you know. And this was a Dragon Kite Shield. It's not worth a whole lot, but it is very rare. This next was FG number 1 from Armadil. Armadil was very, very nice to me, I'll just say that. I love Armadil tasks. Next was an ACP during the same exact task at Armadil, so that was pretty nice. Nice little 9 mil there, or whatever it is. Effigy number 2 from Ganodermic Beasts, and this is ironically my first effort effigy from Ganodermic Beasts, even though I killed them even before EOC and stuff. But yeah, effigy number 3 from Armadil, so my second effigy from Armadil, third effigy overall, and 7 keystones in one task. I only had like 140 Ascension monsters to kill, and I got 7 keystones, and I don't know how I managed that, but don't be too jealous because it was only like 2 mil anyway, because they're not worth very much. Effigy number 4 from Black Demons. I don't know why I was meleeing. You really should be maging that task. Effigy number 5 from Ice Strike Worms, so I'm pretty happy with that. I love getting the effigies, it's a nice agility XP. Next is a Triskelion piece from, I'm not sure, I think this is Necreals. I can tell it's in the Slayer Tower, I just can't tell what I'm killing in that picture. Effigy number 6, and this is also in the Slayer Tower. This one's from Abbey Demons. And then I did a Dagonos task. I actually got a hatchet during this task, but I missed the screenshot. But here's a Berserker ring I got during the task, and a Seer's ring that I got during the task, and I also got a hatchet. But yeah, I just didn't screenshot it. FG number 7 from Eretz, my first ever FG from Eretz, I believe. So that's pretty nice. FG number 8, and this one was definitely from Necreals because I can see the little Necreal minion. Zamorak and Spear, I finally got a Zami drop. I had literally gone 4 entire Graders tasks dry at Zami, and on my 5th one I got a Zami drop, and it's only 2 mil. It's like, Zami's just such a waste of time. I'm probably never going back there for Slayer because it's just terrible money. FG number 9, again from Zamorak, so God War's Dungeon is definitely good effigies, even if it's not great money. Triskelion piece from Dark Beast, so I did finish a key, but yet again I got really crap loot, so I didn't bother screenshotting it. And finally I got an Abyssal Orb, which was last night from Abbey Demons. So yeah, I've had an Abyssal Wand and an Abyssal Orb and about 7,000 Abbey Demon kills, so for me at least the drop rate is about 1 in 3,500, which is pretty darn rare. But yeah, I know if you're luckier you can definitely get much higher drop rates than that, but anyway, they're not worth a whole lot anyway. Alright, so we are back in Berthorpe, and it's time to price check this Slayer tab, and the orange is here. He always seems to be in my videos. I don't know why that is. I know he's always on World 72 as well. But yeah, he always appears in my videos. So here is the full Slayer tab. So it looks pretty insane, as you can tell. It looks bigger, definitely, because I have added a few drops like the Godsword Shards and Zamorak and Spear, and of course I added the Lantadimes. I did not have any Lantadimes in the Slayer tab before, which was a mistake on my part, but they're now in there. And I got 2 whip vines in one task, which I did right before starting the video, so that was pretty crazy. And I got like steel plate bodies and red dragon hide, which is from the new celestial dragons, which you can kill for steel dragon tasks, actually, if you didn't know, which I have steel dragons right now, so I'm definitely going to be heading there right after this video. But anyway, I'm just going to start withdrawing stuff and price checking it inventory by inventory, and we'll see how much we get. Okay, inventory number 1, this one won't be too impressive. I did not try to include any of the decent drops, so wow, 27.8 mil. That's a lot more than I expected this to be, but yeah, that's inventory number 1. Inventory number 2 coming up, not a very impressive one. 19.98 mil, so just about 20 mil from the second inventory, not bad. I have a feeling this Slayer tab is going to be epic. Okay, another Slayer tab here. A couple of interesting things is I don't know how I got that much coal, and I am also at 100,000 pure essence. Initially I thought, oh crap, I put the coal for my kingdom in here, but then I remember I don't do mining anymore for my kingdom, so I don't know how I got that much coal, to be completely honest. But anyway, 26 million from this Slayer tab. I should get 100k pure essence pretty soon, which would be awesome because that'll be the first 100k item I got without buying anything ever in this game, which is pretty insane. Other than coins, of course. And here comes the next inventory. Let's price check it, shall we? 28.75 mil. That is pretty beast. We're already nearly, I think we actually just passed 100 mil in the Slayer tab already, and all the good drops are still yet to come, and I haven't even included the cash, so holy goodness, I'm excited. Alright, next inventory here, and some interesting stuff in here. I guess I have over 200 rune chains and almost 100 half keys, so that's pretty cool. And 55 mil. I have no idea how it's worth that much. That seems really high, but I guess that's almost 10 mil worth of rune ore. That's a lot of infernal ashes. That's a lot of rune bars. Wow, 6 mil in rune chains. That's incredible. I'm pretty happy with that. I had no idea this inventory was going to be worth that much. Okay, I'm just going to do a smaller inventory here because I want the last one to be completely epic. So still 18 mil. Wow, that is a lot of money in water talismans, and I guess the royal pieces are still worth quite a bit. But anyway, yeah, I didn't do a full inventory here because I wanted the last one to be the humongous one. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, here is the last inventory, and we got all the coin splits too, so I have over 200 mil in splits. Almost all of those are from Calfight King, and again, if you haven't watched previous episodes, I also sold like 16 mil worth of water talismans during the bonus XP weekend because they're worth twice as much, and just put the money in my tab. And I also have got, I don't know, a few mil from QBD, so let's price check this. 400 mil. Oh my goodness. So yeah, in the final inventory alone, I well surpassed the value of my previous tab. So, yeah, I will admit, you know, a lot of that is from KK, and not everyone does Slayer tasks at KK, but for the people that do, you can make bank. You can make absolute bank there. So, I mean, even without the splits from KK, this stuff is just like from QBD and DKs and Armadale mostly, and also some herbs and dragon bones and stuff like that, but still, that's 200 mil. So, anyway, I'm going to add up this entire tab and see how much money that we have. Okay, and the final value is 580 mil. Wow, I'm just thinking, you know, I had no idea it was this going to be this much. I did not even think my tab was going to be over 500 mil, and it's over almost 600 mil. So a couple things I wanted to touch on really quickly. I do want to keep this tab past 1 billion, which I do believe it'll reach pretty soon, especially if I keep on doing Calfight King for my Calfight tasks. So I should well reach over 1 billion, you know, pretty quickly. I do want to keep it beyond that. I do not know this for a fact, but one thing I would like you guys to let me know, if you have any idea yourself, is what is the biggest Slayer tab that there is proof of? Because the biggest one I've ever seen documented myself was 1.6 billion, which was a guy who got 200 mil Slayer back in like 2010, I think, and yeah, he sold his tab for 1.6 billion, and that is the biggest one that I've ever seen proof of myself. So I believe that is the biggest Slayer tab of all time, yet that is not absolutely confirmed. There very well might be someone with a bigger Slayer tab out there that I've just never heard of before, but I don't know that for a fact. So I do kind of wanted to make it my goal to have literally the largest Slayer tab ever in history. So I think I could achieve that, considering I'm already at 580 million. And I'm only 1/4 of the way to 200 mil, and you've also got to consider I've sold my Slayer tab many times before in the past, so this 580 mil Slayer tab, this is only from about, I don't know, 10 mil Slayer XP, or 15 mil Slayer XP or so. I mean, it does help a lot that I've been doing KK for tasks, and that's the reason why it's worth so much for the most part, but even without KK, I would still have you know, 380 million or so, even if I made 200 mil from Calfight King. So, yeah, that is a lot of money from Slayer, and I think I could definitely reach, you know, a 2 bill plus tab and have the biggest Slayer tab ever in history at one point, which I'd like to make my goal. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the future episodes in the series, and farewell.